Hello guys and welcome. We'll start a series of lectures on penetration testing and server exploitation. Taking your first steps with penetration testing can be difficult. I assume you don't want to conduct your first penetration test on your production network. This can be really dangerous. The recommendation is to set up a testing lab environment, and this is where Metasploitable comes into play. Metasploitable is a Linux virtual machine that contains several intentional vulnerabilities for you to exploit. Metasploitable is essentially a penetration testing lab in a box, available as a VMware or VirtualBox VM. This VM can be used to conduct security trainings, test security tools, and practice common penetration testing techniques. Metasploitable is created by the Rapid7 Metasploit team. You can download it from rapid7.com or from sourceforge.net. If you download it from rapid7.com, you have to first create a free account. A company email address is required, but you can use a random email address if you don't have one. It doesn't have to be confirmed. Or you can choose to download it from sourceforge.net and no account is required. I've already downloaded Metasploitable. It comes as a zip file, so after downloading it, unzip the file to see its contents. This is its contents. In this video, I'll use VirtualBox, but you can use VMware as well. So in VirtualBox, I'll create a new VM. Its name will be Metasploitable2. Its type will be Linux. And the version, other Linux, 64-bit. And I'm clicking on Next. The memory size will be 1024 megabytes. Next, and I'll use an existing virtual hard disk drive. This is the metasploitable.vmdk file I've just unzipped. So add, I'm going to my desktop. That's the directory where I have unzipped Metasploit, and I'm selecting metasploitable.vmdk and open. And finally, I'm clicking on Choose and Create. Okay, it's done. Let's start the VM. Metasploitable is starting. The Metasploitable Linux operating system has started, and I'll log in using the default username, which is msfadmin. msfadmin. And the password is the same, msfadmin. Okay, sorry, I've written the incorrect password. If you want to become root or execute commands as root using sudo, you use the same password, which is msfadmin. For example, I'm becoming root, sudo su, and the password will be msfadmin. And I'm root. This is an intentional vulnerable VM, and you should never expose it to an untrusted network. It can be easily hacked. In VirtualBox or VMware, use net or host-only mode. In the next lectures, I'll use Kali Linux as the machine that will conduct the pen test or run the exploits, and Metasploitable will be the victim machine. So in VirtualBox, I'm gonna create a network for these two VMs, Kali and Metasploitable. So I'm going to Tools, Preferences, Network, and then add new net network. Okay, I have added a new net network. All options remain at their default values. And OK. Then I'll select Metasploitable and Kali and connect them to the newly created net network. So Metasploitable, Settings, Network, Net Network, and the name is Net Network. And OK. And the same for Kali Linux. The net network includes its own DHCP server, so you have to request a new IP address or restart the VM. I'm going to restart the VMs. And I'm restarting Kali as well. I want to check the connection between Kali and Metasploitable. I'm logging into Kali and I want to check its IP address. And its IP address is 10.0.2.6. Let's check the IP address of Metasploitable. MSF admin and MSF admin. Okay, they are in the same network. And I'm pinging Kali. It's working. And from Kali, Metasploitable. Perfect. The penetration testing environment was set up. We'll take a short break, and in the next lecture, we'll continue with Metasploit.